yesterday. She got something blocked up there. So we're going to take it easy, okay? We don't want to damage. We don't want to force anything. The diaphragm is very strong, but it is very sensitive as well, and it's protecting vital organs. So we want to take care of it. We want to be nice with it. So again, stand with your feet hip-width apart. Bend your knees this time and make sure, honestly, put your hands on your waist, right over your belly button, right in the middle of your back. And when you bend your knees, make sure and concentrate that you're not moving your pelvic area at all, that it stays in a from standing to a neutral position, right? And from here, I just want you to breathe and notice. I want your hands on your chest. You know, remember when we started like this. So have your hands right where these bones in the bottom are starting to separate the ribs. So just have your hands there, hug your own rib cage, and just allow your shoulders to be nice and low. Allow your elbows to open up wherever they want to open up. We're not concentrating on the shoulders at all, but we don't want them to go up. And just concentrate for a minute. Breathe in nice and deep. Expand and drop your jaw. And breathe in again. And drop your jaw. And feel how you're opening to the side. And drop your jaw. One more time. Hold your breath in here. Feel how your chest is, there's a little bit like a pinch in the top. That's how deep you breathe. Take in a little bit more. And drop your jaw. Okay, let's start with the massaging. And now breathe very normally and just push your fingertips underneath your rib cage. I'm going to get closer to the camera so you can see it a lot easier. And try and actually start from the bottom in that last little rib on the side, just before the floating ribs. They're here. And kind of start digging into them. So I literally have one finger digging in there, and the other fingers are starting to move up a little bit, stretching out the diaphragm. That's literally what I'm doing. And then move the other hand on the bottom up a little bit, and now you can start, from the bottom is hard. Now you can start grabbing. And by grabbing, I actually mean that in the back, you're trying to actually get to the back of the rib cage. Instead of digging in like that, what I'm trying to do is I'm actually trying to get to the back of the rib cage, and I actually have my fingers in until the second knuckle. Okay, so you will go red, but this is very good because it actually loosens up the muscle. It loosens up the fibers and the myofascia that creates that rigidness. Okay, and if you want to use your thumb, use your thumb. Don't hurt. If you feel there's a sensitive and painful spot, stay there. I would normally have one here, so I would just hang here. I'll try and breathe deep. And breathe out. And when you breathe out, notice that you don't press the air out because your fingers will pop out. As soon as you push the air out, your fingers will want to pop out, and then breathe slower. Okay, go to the other side. And then go to the floating ribs down at the bottom. First get them, and then push in and pull up. Push in, pull up. And in. This is actually quite a good arm workout. Okay, and then go a little bit higher and really try and get in there and grab the rope. Just run if you have to. And one side would always be a little bit tighter than the other side. We're just trying to get behind the rib cage. Okay. And then the top part, we can do them together and kind of massage. So they do separate from the sternum up and they do separate. When you do a lot of ab exercises, this is where you're going to feel pain. You can actually just do that, follow the line from your sternum, just follow the line, follow the rib cage, and massage the little end of the rib cage. Again, from here, breathe in again, drop your jaw, breathe in again, and drop your jaw. Now give me just a teeny tiny little vacuum. Now, while we do these vacuums, the beginning vacuums, they're small ones, I want you to do the same thing. Take your fingers and follow the rib cage and just massage. I'm applying pressure, so I'm not pushing too hard. Okay, so let's do that again. Breathe in, bend your knees, chest up, and a little vacuum and massage. Good one. You can work your way slowly down, and it will feel, you'll feel how the vacuum starts going in deeper. And again, one more time. Nice and deep one. Let your chest rise, and then slowly ease out the air, and then again, vacuum. And that's a good enough warm-up for the beginning. Now we did a couple of breaths, and it's 11 minutes basically, that fast, about 12 minutes just from that, and that is more than enough for that. Okay, so I'm gonna teach you how to actually apply. I know a lot of us, we like our yoga, and it's a good stretch in there as well. So first of all, start out with have the good posture before we get down to doing the yoga. So I'm going to do you what I call the wave, okay? But before that, we go to Astamisa. So have your hands in Atanaya, fingertips facing each other, elbows out, and then from your hip, keep your back nice and straight. Keep that little bend there. If you need to, put one hand there, and then bend, hinge at your hips. If you need to bend your knees a lot more, then up straight, bend your knees down your back, okay? And keep nice and up straight. The chest is actually rising. You can see I have a little bit of hollow going in my lower back. And my hands are in the creases, the base of my palm are in the creases of my legs. Now be very careful that your fingers are not showing down, but your elbows are nice and open. You can feel how your sides and your chest is opening. Breathe in nice and deep, release the air. Keep your posture. Breathe in nice and deep, drop your jaw. Give me a little vacuum here, nice and slow. We're going to hold the vacuum a little bit longer in the beginning. Then breathe in again. Nice and deep. And breathe out. Check your posture. Shoulders go down to the waist. Another vacuum. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, slide your hands down, curl your head, extend your head, the crown of your head down to the floor, and imagine you have a big ball under you and you don't want to crush it because it's going to splurge you with all kinds of colors. And then push up through the top vertebra. Keep your elbows bent outwards. Keep those shoulders to your waist. Breathe in. Look to your perineal area. And vacuum here. Breathe in and feel how that lower back releases. Don't pinch that ball. Try and grab it to your chin, look to your perineal area, shoulder to waist, and back in. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, slide your hands down your shins. Keep looking to your perineal area until you hang, literally just hang in front. And just get a nice stretch in the hamstrings. Keep your knees bent. So I'm not actually resting on my legs. I'm just hanging, just feeling what's going on. And I'm still looking at my perineal area. And I breathe in. And I breathe out nice and slow. Keep your fingertips facing in, your elbows out. Breathe in again. And slowly let the air out. And give me a vacuum here. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, spread your fingertips, go down to down dog. Right, so now we're getting to the wave. Spread your fingertips, elbows are showing up. Okay, lock your elbows, lock your arms. If you need to get your socks off, now is the time to get it off. I just kind of slide it on my mat, get it off. Okay, and you might feel a little bit of an adjustment. Keep your knees slightly bent and keep your coccyx pushing up. So your upper back's going and pushing, and you feel a huge stretch in your hamstrings. Walk it out, walk to one side, lift your one leg, walk to the other side, lift your other leg. Walk it again to one side. Now we're getting a calf stretch going there with the hamstring stretch. And little bit by little bit, you can start straightening your knees as well. Both feet down. Push back nice and hard. Keep your knees bent when you push back. Heads relaxed. Shoulders away from your ears. Breathe in nice and deep, and you will come up a little bit when you breathe in. Breathe in. And breathe out. Come back down and vacuum here. Breathe in, and you will come up a bit, and breathe out. Push back. Nice leg stretch. Breathe in again. Now we're going to do the wave, and breathe out. Give me a vacuum. As you breathe in, you will come up. Come onto your tiptoes. Push up. Now tuck your pelvic area. Activate your abs and very slowly start sliding forward. So we're activating abs, activating, activating, activating. Come into plank like a solid block. Push your toes back, push your heels back. You need to adjust your feet a little bit, spread your fingertips and stay in plank. Push your hips up just a tad, your bum. So we don't want to sag. So we have a perfect plank here, shoulders down to your waist. Elbows are showing forward and just staying in plank. So we're just warming up the core. Okay, and push your bum out now. Suck in. So heels comes back up. Suck in your core. Suck in your core. Suck in your core. Bum goes up. Head goes between your arms and wave back. And when you're up there, your bum in the air, then start pushing back down on your feet again. And breathe in, come slightly up. And as you breathe out, push back, push down, fall between your arms, and vacuum here. Breathe in, come up on your tippy toes, tuck that pelvic area, activate the abs. Nice and strong, very slowly start wading forward, getting to plank again as a solid block. The If you're shaking, that's good. You should shake. Bring your knees down and sit down on your bum. We're going to go over. If you want to just turn around and lie down, you can do that. I'm going to do that. If you want to go onto your bum. So I'm going to show you how to do ab exercises and do the vacuum. Okay, so ab exercises, we know by now that what we have to do is push the lower back down. So first thing I want you to do is wiggle your bum, push that lower back down nice and firmly into the ground. Lift your legs up, both of them. Okay, now in the beginning, I've already stretched my hamstring a little bit, but we're going to take it even further. All right? So we're going to separate our feet. One foot going down. Grab onto your one leg. I'll start with the left leg. And I start helping myself up. Grabbing onto my foot. I'm actually pushing that lower back down. Lifting my shoulders off. And I keep my chin away from my chest. Okay, now the bottom leg points the toe. The upper leg flex the foot. And I have a nice bend in my knee. Grab onto that leg, maybe behind the knee. I prefer the calf. And try and push that heel up, getting nice stretch in that hamstring. And just try and keep your core activated. You might be shaking a little bit and push that heel up, get a nice stretch in there. And then let go, activate the abs, swap legs, point the bottom toe of the bottom leg, grab onto the other leg and push that heel up. Flex that foot. The more you flex the foot, the more you're actually going to get a stretch in there. So now we're relaxing the abs just a little bit, but it gives us the chance to actually readjust. Anything that we need to readjust. Shoulders to the waist. Point that bottom toe. Push that heel up. Let go. Activate the abs. Swap feet. Point the bottom toe. Grab the other leg. Push that heel up. Flex that toe. We're going to do that a couple of times. And swap, point, heel up, stretch. Swap, point the toe, heel up, stretch. Swap, point the toe, heel up, stretch. Again, point, heel, stretch. Again, point, heel, stretch. Now, surprise, we're going to add on. Okay, so any adjustment that you need to make to get that lower back in there, do that now. Now what we're going to do is we're going to swap, let go, point the toe, heel up. Now I'm grabbing, instead of grabbing onto my leg like this, I'm grabbing onto my leg like this. So I'm actually applying more pressure on my abs. But again, as I push my heel up, now I'm going to pull up with my abs, not my arms, towards my knee. So I'm trying to get my nose towards my knee. Swap, point, heel, take the leg, instead of pulling, I'm actually using my abs to, so I'm curving in those abs, pulling in those abs, swap, point, heel, take the leg and pull up with your abs. Swap, point, heel, pull up with the abs. Swap, point, heel, couple more. I'm getting warm. Point, heel. Again, swap, point, heel, pull. Swap, point, heel. So every time you pull up, you can let go a little bit, put your feet down very gently. So we don't just flop the feet down because the lower back's still in there. So very gently just put the feet down. And what we try and do is we try and scoop that belly and wiggle your bum. Get that little hollow in the lower back. So separate a little bit. Get into the meter, put your heels down, feet separated, knees separated, into Atenea, so you're pushing away from your palms, elbows are bent, above your head, on the floor, keep your shoulders to your waist, breathe in, And drop your jaw. Vacuum. Breathe in and drop out. And breathe in. And as you breathe out, push your shoulders to your waist. Vacuum. Another one. Okay. So we do 2 vacuums and we do a couple of ab exercises. We're starting to make the core nice and strong, right? Okay, so from here again, adjust. So wiggle your bum so you really get that lower back in there, nice and strong. And now put your feet together, almost at the palms of your feet. Okay, I have my hands on my lower abs because when I do that, I activate the lower abs a lot more, and that's what we want to activate. So keep your feet together, keep pressing them together, your knees are out, and they go down, and I'm trying to pulse very slowly. And you can actually feel every time you pulse how the abs activate and go in, okay? So I prefer to have my hands there. If you need to have one hand behind your head, you can do that. But I kind of feel the pressure goes off, now I leave it there. And just keep pulsing your feet up and down. It's more the feet that's pulsing than the knees. The knees will follow. Anyway, let's get a couple more going in there. Ooh. These are probably the best. If you want to start activating the lower abs, the best, safest exercises to start doing because you're not applying too much pressure. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and we slow down. Okay, and again, feet goes this time into the meter. We're going to isometric the meter, so heel just next to your knee, feet flexed as always. One hand, the base of the hand goes just below the knee. The other hand behind pushes an imaginary wall away from you, shoulders to your waist. Wiggle your bum so you have that space in the lower back. Breathe in. Drop your jaw. Vacuum. Breathe in and drop your jaw. Breathe in again. Drop your jaw. Vacuum. Breathe in as you breathe out. Swap feet and swap hands. So heel next to your knee joint. Hands just below the knee. Look down and make sure your knees are right in the center of your body. The other hand's pushing an imaginary wall away from the crown of your head. Shoulders to your waist. Face on your lower back. Breathe in. Drop your jaw. Feet flexed. Vacuum. Breathe in. Drop your jaw. Breathe in. Drop your jaw. Vacuum. Breathe in and drop your jaw. Okay, next one. Again, lift your legs if you need to. Get that lower back pushing down hard. Okay. When you wiggle around like that, we actually massage our lower back a little bit as well, which is good. Keeping it nice and loose. Come up with your chin. Cross your ankles. Open your knees. Nice and wide. So what we're going to try and do is you're going to hold with your fingertips, just your open hand fingertips like this. Grab the back of your head. I'm not pulling at all. I'm just lifting my chin up. And what I'm doing is I go a little bit away. Now I have to activate the lower abs so that that lower back is not pushing out. Keep my knees out. That's a big secret. Your knees out. Keep them open. Now when I come in, I try and actually curl in, get the knees closer to your body and try and touch your armpits with your knees. Hold it, hold it, hold it, and slowly again keep those knees separated, keep those ankles crossed, just a little bit out. I'm vibrating. Okay, stop and curl back in, curl in, curl in. Feel those hips closing, curl in, and try and touch your knees to your armpits, and hold it, hold it, hold it, and curl out very slowly. Ooh, yeah. This is actually one of my favorites. Best activation ever. And curl up, curl in, hips closing, and try and get into your armpits. And hold it, and curl out. And again, feet down, Demeter. This time you can have your arms stretch out, open wide, get a nice stretch, open the chest, feet flex, low back has the natural curvature, breathe in, chest opening, drop your jaw, and back in. Breathe in, drop your jaw. Again, breathe in, drop your jaw, and back in. And again, and swap back, knees up. And I've got another one. The last one is a little bit heavier. Now we had our feet crossed one way. Now uncross and cross the other way. So if you started with your left foot on top, now put the right foot on top. Okay, it's normal that we always start one way, but we want to redirect and correct the body, so we always swap around. Again, fingers out behind the head. So there's a little bit of support there. Knees are nice and open. Elbows are open. Down the knees and the feet stay close to the pelvic area as close as you can. Try and pull them into the pelvic area, and you can hear my voice is vibrating a bit. Because it's activating, keep that lower back down. Keep those knees open and pull it in, feel the gap closing in your hips, and pull those knees to your armpits. And the bottom, feel how your coccyx actually lifts up, and pull it in. Stay there. And slowly uncurl, and feel how the lower back now is more solid on the ground. Opening it just a little bit, feel the vibration, and then come back in, curl in, pull those abs in now. Try and get them down to the spine, and get those knees up to the armpit. So it's just the bottom of your body working, and slowly let go. One more time, slow, slow, slow. Keep that lower abs tight. Close the gap, come back up, knees open, and try and get into the armpits. And slowly open, and again, heels down, Demeter, create space in the lower back. This time, hands goes 45 degrees up, shoulders to your waist, so a lot of space in the lower back, knees separated, breathe in, drop your jaw, and back in. Breathe in, and another one. Back in. Breathe in. So I try and do longer vacuums here. Okay, last exercise that we're doing, this one, I have a very short middle, I have very long legs. That creates a lot of pressure on my lower back when I do leg exercises like leg flutters. Okay, so my way of doing this is to actually place the bottom part of my hand, the back of my hand, not the top part, but the bottom part, like from the iliac, from the hip underneath my bum. And I would put my hand in a diamond shape, not one on top of the other, because it lifts one hip and it's not equal. That can create an injury. So I have it this way, and it still creates, allows me to create, so it's on my bum more than my lower back or my hip, okay? And then pull your legs up, push your lower back in nice and tight, okay? So I can feel my coccyx and my fingertip is right where my coccyx is, and that's a good posture to have. Then you know you're in the good place. Right. So from here, I'm going to push my lower abs in, raise my shoulders a tad off the floor, but relax the shoulders. Now push your heels up, and you should have a little bit more flexibility because at the beginning of the exercises we did. Open your toes. This is the silent one. The legs are nice and strong, they're straight, and knees and toes are flexed, and this is already activating the abs, right? And we're going to start swapping our legs, our heels. Strong legs, heels pushing up, get the lower back in there, and just keep kicking. Keep kicking. Now we're going to drop our feet, keep them nice and long. Now our lower abs have to activate a lot more, right? Okay, down here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and start coming back up. Now the lower abs, you should notice that they stop pulling in when you come up. Keep your feet flat, keep your toes out, and go down again. And breathe. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and pull it up. And breathe. And again, go down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and up. Adjust if you need to adjust. Now point your toes. Long, elegant, beautiful legs. Point your toes. You need to adjust, then do so every single time. And go down. Very slowly. Elegant legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull it up. Whew. And down. Very slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and up. Keep your toes pointed. Nice and elegant legs, straight legs, and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and up. Head goes down. Hug your knees into your chest. Massage your lower back a little bit. You go down into Celine. So first the right leg goes down. Boom. Left ankle goes on the right ankle, not the knees. Knees are next to each other, and then flex that knee on the bottom. Feet flexed. Look at the back of your left hand. Put the back of your right hand on top, and boom, they go to the floor. Breathe in nice and deep. Breathe out, create space in your lower back, and vacuum. And breathe out. And another one, breathe in. And breathe out. Shoulders to your waist, and vacuum. Breathe in. As you breathe out, swap feet, swap hands. Just the ankle crossing, feet flexed. Vacuum. Another one. Breathe in. And out. Vacuum. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, uncross your feet. Bring your arms next to your thighs, palms showing up. Feel how your lower back's breathing and shoulders. Feel how relaxed everything is at the moment. But your abs are feeling nice and strong. We activated inner core, outer core. So we're going to have exceptional posture today, and we're going to look gorgeous and feel good. And just take a minute to revise your body and feel how it feels now. And just take a minute to thank yourself for doing a good job, for looking after yourself, and know that you deserve it. And then when you're ready, turn it to your side and slowly push yourself up to seated position. If you want to meditate and go into a full savasana, then go and do that. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'm looking forward to the feedback. You're more than welcome with feedback on my Facebook business page, or you can put it on here or in my YouTube channel as well. And I'm looking forward to next time. Bye.